Okay, I think we are live now. Yay. Okay, sorry, I'm not going to be showing my, I know this is weird. I'm going to be talking about how we shouldn't believe. Yay. Whoa, hang on. Sorry, I'm not going to be showing my, okay. All right. Anyways, just killed the sound on YouTube. I hope the echo has stopped. Yeah, I know, it's weird. I'm not showing my face, and I'm going to be talking about how we shouldn't be so quick to believe faceless and nameless monikers. However, those of you who have been following me for a while know that I have plenty of videos where you see my mugshot. Okay, so I'm not completely faceless. Just this morning, it's because I'm not feeling particularly great. And so I don't feel like showing my face right now. I don't feel like showing my face right now. Popcorn time, yeah. Popcorn, yay. So I want to welcome you all to the live chat. I want to thank Laura Lulu for agreeing to mod for me this morning. Yeah, so we'll welcome her to the latest, to the Straight Talkin Fedora Chic mod family. So I'm grateful for that. Thank you again, Laura Lulu, and thank you all of you, whole 180, a fellow Canadian. She's up bright and early with me, I see. So welcome, up bright and early. Big love. And anybody else here? Scylla Saving was here. I hope she's still around as well. And we'll see if any more join us. Any more will join us in a few minutes. And I will get to the crux of this. I will get to the crux of this very, very shortly. Yeah, Laura Lou, I really appreciate you modding it because, as I said in the chat, I really totally suck at multitasking. And generally, these types of streams or videos that I do when I talk about haydurnation or whatever, or I take the unpopular side of an issue, I generally get lucky with the trolls, you know. And so, yeah, so I'm grateful you're able to mod me. Hey, Nix, great to see you here at Becca Roo. All right. All right. Yeah, Laura Lulu. I don't know what time zone she's in, but I'm grateful she's here. I'm grateful she's here, armed and dangerous on Troll Patrol. Yeah. So on a serious note, I'd like to open. They'll probably never see this, but anyway, I'd like to open with this. Rest in peace, Norma Williams, I believe her last name is. Okay. But rest in peace, Norma. Thoughts are with Becky and her family during these difficult times. And certainly none of you deserved the wrath you got after the GoFundMe was put up. And yeah, none of you deserve that. Fell asleep for Peanuts additional streams. Damn it, want to hear the opinions. And the opinions are coming, Becca. Don't worry. So Laura's up early too. Okay. So yeah. So anyways, so rest in peace, Norma. And again, we extend condolences to Becky's family, Becky and her family during these difficult times. I can't imagine what life must be like for Becky these days. I mean, between Amber and her cancer and the move and her mom having the cancer, I can't imagine. And then having to deal with online hate and allegations and accusations based on the flimsiest of evidence. This is how it all started. Just briefly, I think most of you already know, but I'll give a brief overview for those who don't. Late last summer, around toward late August, early September, approximately, Amber Lynn came out with a video with Becky on camera talking about Becky's mom, Norma, her having cancer, and there was a GoFundMe up to help pay for treatment. And then I'm not even within 24 hours, and I saw the screenshot floating around. Like I said, I'm one of the few who does cover haydurnation, but like really almost never ventures into Kiwi Farms and doesn't really have an interest in it. But so it's whatever people show me or tell me or whatever I see floating around Twitter, right? And so no sooner, there was a post on Kiwi Farms, I saw the screenshot of a faceless, nameless moniker who claimed to be the ex-wife of one Jerry Morgan, who was the life partner of Norma. And it is important to note that for the purposes of these, of what I'm about to argue here, Norma and Jerry were not legally married. And as such, many states, and I'm gathering in Kentucky, it is this way as well. And obviously with federal benefits, like if you're ex-military, so-called common law are not afforded the same privileges as those who are actually married. Like with a marriage certificate, we say I do, and we play the wedding march on out. Hey, fancy cuppa and a slice of cake. I'm just going to call you Fancy, if that's okay. Yeah, if that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know Becky's a tough one. She's resilient. Yes. So, yeah, we're in the times that, yeah, the whole 180 is a Montrealer like yours truly. Absolutely. She is a Montrealer. Thank you all for joining me. Okay, thanks, Fancy. I appreciate that. Okay, so back to what I was saying. It was a claiming to be the ex-wife of Jerry and also the mother of his and her daughter. Now, apparently she was angry at the GoFundMe. She said it was false. It was a scam because she said she would allege that Norma, no, not even alleged. She insisted Norma had eligibility for Jerry's military TRICARE benefits, and that before he goes and supports Becky's mom, it was up to him to do, in her words, I don't remember what her words were, but something along the lines like do right by her and their daughter. Apparently, Jerry owed back child support and back alimony. And of course, the haydurs also took off and run with that as well. Now, here's the thing. And I took a look myself. I took a look myself with the military, American U.S. Military benefits. Okay. Once again, Norma and Jerry were not married. So Norma would not have been entitled to his TRICARE benefits. So she was on her own, basically. Okay. Had they been married, and I mean, with the certificate and you get the idea. I get the idea. Your chat is delayed, Becca. Go to the top and switch it to live chat. If you're on top chat, switch it to live chat, and you should have everything updated, Becca Rue. So anyways, yeah, they all ran with that. Now, here's the thing. She came off as a very bitter ex-wife. Oh, yeah. Like, that's new the first time, a bitter ex coming out. And this is a sheer example of how dangerous a lack of critical thinking, how hive mentality can be dangerous, actually. It can be quite dangerous. And they all took off on the word of this faceless, nameless moniker. Now, she may well have her issues, and yeah, Jerry may well owe her back alimony and back child support. But that really has nothing to do with Norma or her daughters or their family raising funds to pay for Norma's cancer treatment. Okay, it really, it's like, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China, right? Hang on, going back. Cancer treatment is ridiculously expensive in America. Yeah, I've heard that. And we've heard the DC media girl. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of her, but anyways. But I'll put this out there just to enforce the fact how expensive cancer treatment is in America. DC media girl, who seems to be fairly well-to-do. I'm going to guess she's upper middle class or socioeconomic class. I'm going to guess. She does have a career in Washington, D.C. And she had said that her cancer treatments are like her out-of-pocket, even with insurance, and her out-of-pocket and her copays came out to about $500,000, or almost $500,000. And at that time, she too was struggling to pay her hospital bills, So all this to say, it's like, and it's not the first time we've seen a GoFundMe to help pay for medical bills from a lot of Americans, right? Yeah, from a lot of Americans. It's not the first time. People do GoFundMe all the time, especially in these hard times. Exactly, Big Love. I can't imagine the expense of being sick in the U.S. If you don't have good benefits or insurance, it financially ruins so many families. Yep, exactly. People spoke too much on what wasn't their business to begin with. Exactly, Fancy. Exactly. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and Canada too, Big Love. I believe your healthcare system in Australia is very similar to what we have here in Canada. I remember a lot of my American audience had requested that I do a video talking about explaining the Canadian healthcare system to Americans. And I'm going to do that because I've had enough requests for that. I'm going to do that. I hope to have that uploaded and out next week. Theoretically, I was supposed to be taking a week off from doing YouTube videos, but I also said if anything came up for me to talk about, I felt compelled to talk about, I would come out and do it, and that's what I'm doing exactly right now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're in the UK, Fancy? Yeah, you have the NHS. Exactly. It's very similar. Yeah, it's very similar. Most westernized countries offer universal health care. Most, New Zealand, Australia, much of the EU, Canada. The United States appears to be the only country that does not. And so, and I can't help, and I always thought this, with the whole kerfuffle with Norma's GoFundMe, I thought, this is exactly Exhibit A as to why the U.S. needs a universal healthcare system in some shape or form. That is healthcare for everybody. No, not just for the wealthy, for everybody. Commonwealth. Yeah, exactly right. We're part of the Commonwealth, Australia and the UK as well. The US is worse than a third world country when it comes to healthcare. So I've heard irony and agony. So I have heard US is a pay to live type of place and I am an American. Yeah, I figured as much, Laura. I did research over a decade ago. I started doing research on the American healthcare system. It was because there was a lawsuit here in Canada from one woman called Shona Holmes. And at that time, she became the darling for the Tea Party, movements. She became their darling. And that's when I started doing research about the American healthcare system, all because of the Shona Holmes case. I'm not going to get into the Shona Holmes details right now. Like I said, this is over a decade ago. And she's pretty much gone into irrelevance by now. But it's sad that they should have to struggle more when they have cancer. Exactly. And then there's the added stress, because a cancer patient, the last thing you need, or any serious illness, is stress, right? But you're stressing to pay your medical bills. You're paying your medical bills. Collection agencies are hounding you. You're worried if the insurance is going to cover this, that, and the other procedure / treatment. It's a vicious circle, you're stressing out. So I thought, the whole kerfuffle with Norma's GoFundMe, this is Exhibit A as to why I believe that the U.S. should have universal health care, as in health care for everybody, and, because there wouldn't be the need necessarily for GoFundMes, but also, with that, the whole scrupulous nature of it. So true. The added stress of worrying about money when you have cancer is the last thing you need to deal with. Absolutely, Whole 180. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I can't imagine the choices poor people have to face. No, me, I am poor and I have to make these choices. Not with healthcare because I can still use my RAMQ card and see a doctor or go to the hospital. But yeah, but there are terrible choices, with poor people, like deciding, do you get medication or do you get food, or do you pay rent? these are terrible choices, you know, and all three are equally necessary, I think. Food, shelter, medicine, you know, healthcare, all necessary. Okay, what pains me is I think Norma had more advanced cancer than the family felt comfortable sharing. I'm inclined to believe that too, Laura. Honestly, I am inclined to believe that as well. So anyways, like, I'm not going to play any clips, but I did link Citrine Dream's video in the pinned comment below. So if you haven't seen it already, once you jump off this screen, I invite you to take a look at it. She did provide receipts, and she played clips of both Michael B. Petty and Zachary Michael and his cat on his god-awful cackling, talking about the GoFundMe and how it was a scam and nobody should be e-begging, and I'll get to that part later. I'll gloss over the whole concept of e-begging. I'll get to that later. But back to what I was saying, they all took the word from this nameless, faceless moniker claiming to be the ex-wife and the mother of Jerry, and the mother of Jerry's daughter. And like I said, one has not, it is like I said, and I will repeat it. It is entirely possible that Jerry might well owe back child support and alimony to this woman, but one has nothing to do with the other. Norma's cancer, it's not Norma's problem. If Jerry owes to his ex-wife, that's his problem to deal with his ex-wife. That's his problem. And the other thing was, it was also alleged, like I said, I don't have any receipts to prove this. If anybody does have any proof one way or the other, I invite you to share that in the comments section later, but down below. But apparently Jerry got himself in trouble with the law after he left the military, after he was done with his military career. He got himself into a little trouble with the law. I'm not quite sure what. And he ended up in jail or prison. And if that is true, it should be noted, and I did the research on this as well with the military TRICARE benefits, or whatever it's called in the US. And it's the same here in Canada. If you do end up in trouble with the law and you're convicted of a crime, you lose your benefits. Okay, you lose your benefits, or your benefits are significantly reduced. And so in the US, it shows that, yeah, their benefits could be either significantly reduced or terminated altogether. So that's another possibility that they look at, you know. They have no credibility ever, especially the journalist, Aphrodite's Peach. Yeah, I love how her and DC Media Girl call themselves journalists. Yeah. What pains me is I think, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So anyways, it's, oh, what a tangled, oh. So they all went out, so they all went off half-baked, you know. It's just amazing to me. Amber Reid is one of the designated villains of YouTube. And I can think of a lot worse and a lot bigger content creators than her. People that actually cause harm to others, you know. But anyways, because people are so wanting, like haydurnation, they want to believe the worst. They go off half-baked. And they see this flimsy, there was no corroborating evidence of this. There was no, yeah, I know Michael wants to be a nurse, and I honestly shudder to think at the idea of nurse Michael B. Petty. I shudder to think how he would treat morbidly obese or mentally ill patients. I really shudder to think. Honestly, definitely Big Love pulling their receipts. Yeah, exactly, Fancy. They feed off the drama. They have no morals. No, you're right, Big Love. They don't. They don't. They don't. But I still think it's dangerous to do that, you know. And I remember in Amber Reid's comment section, it's always a cesspool of nastiness. I don't know why I still check there periodically, because it's like it makes my blood run cold, honestly, and it breaks my heart when I see them. It is a cesspool of nastiness. MVP has been in school for over a decade now. There is no way he's actually becoming a nurse. Irony and agony. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Whole 180 at Laura Lulu. You would think one required empathy to be a nurse. You would think. I hate to think what his bedside manner would be. He doesn't seem to have any, despite his having not managed to sustain weight loss despite 2 surgeries. Peanut made this comment, and I agree, people in physical trouble aren't the most logical and nice. And Michael couldn't handle that. No, he can't, and neither do a lot of his friends. You know, neither do a lot of his friends, right? You know, they're just so quick to jump on this bandwagon. I remember taking a master from masterclass.com. I took a master class in script writing because I was writing a play at the time, and that masterclass.com, that class with David Mamet, it was given to me for Christmas in 2017. I think it was. It was a Christmas present from a former best friend. Yeah, it was probably the best gift he ever gave me. One of the best gifts he ever gave me. He knew it. He knew my taste. But anyways, we're not here to discuss that. But yeah, just to say that from the masterclass, one thing I learned, it's kind of like that children's game we played. You know, we called it here in Montreal at the camps I went to called Broken Telephone. You start by whispering something into somebody's ear, and then the last person to get the message, it's something totally different. Comes out something totally different. This is how haydurnation operates. But in this case, they start with some flimsy post from a bitter ex-wife. And it wouldn't be the first time a bitter ex-wife would lie about anything, right? Or a bitter ex-husband, for that matter, or a bitter ex-spouse. It wouldn't be the first time they lied about anything, right? Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. So I don't know, whoever this moniker, Jerry's ex, I don't know. Hopefully she's hidden under a rock, especially now. And I'm not entirely sure if even, you know, so all this to say that, and here's the other thing. People were reporting that GoFundMe, people, whatever they donated, they took away. And another thing I remember that bothered me in Amber Lynn's comment section, I think there were a few times Amber Lynn may have clapped back in some videos, and she may have clapped back. And I saw a lot of them, like, in their comment section saying, hey, is this any way to treat me? I gave a donation for Becky's mom. It's like, oh my God, really? Really? Okay, number one, nobody forced you to donate to the GoFundMe. Nobody put a gun to your head to do that. Number two, I think the two, nobody put a gun to your head. And number two, if you're donating to help pay for Becky's mom's cancer treatment, I would like to believe, I mean, were you donating on the condition that Amber Lynn be nice and say please and thank you? I would think, unless specified, legal terms, there are specified legal terms in some nice legal lawyer's document. I don't think there should be a catch if you're donating, if you're donating to somebody's GoFundMe. I don't think there should be a catch, and if you think there should, well, you have the choice. Don't donate. And if you didn't trust it or you don't trust it, again, don't donate. That's my philosophy on the thing. I mean, a lot of the time I see GoFundMes. I mean, if I could afford to, but I'm not. I'm poor as a bloody church mouse these days. I can't, I'm poor as a bloody church mouse, which is why I do the obnoxious e-begging portion of the show and every live stream. But, if I were in a position to donate to somebody's GoFundMe, whatever the case, if I personally feel iffy about it, or I don't like the people involved, or don't trust the people involved, I'm not going to donate. It's pure and simple. And I would like to think people think logically about this. So I have to ask, those people were complaining, but I donated to it. And it's like, were you doing it to make yourselves look like you were nice people when you're not? Now think about this for a second. Did you really donate to think, to let people see, I'm nice, I'm generous, when you're not, you know? Hang on. MVP, sad and disappointing and immoral. MVP, my friends are nurses. You won't cut it. I wanted to be a nurse, but nearly passed out seeing my own blood. And I was like, no. Exactly, Laura. It's not the nursing profession is not for everybody. Definitely not for the faint at heart, you know? I mean, I too, I pass out at the sight of my own blood. It's like, even when they take a blood test, with, you know, they do regularly with me these days. But, you know, like, I have to look the other way, okay? When they stick the catheter in, I have to look the other way. I can't look at it either. Didn't Chuckle. Oh, I'm getting to that, Big Love, about Chuckles. Don't worry. I'm getting to that. Don't worry. Stick around. I'm going to get to Chuckles and her own hypocrisy with her own scammy GoFundMe, which arguably, I think we can safely say now is far more scammy. That and her and that mammoth live stream she did with Alan Every Damn Day Fitness and Michael B. Petty and maybe a few other haters were on board. The one at the end of August last year, the money was supposed to go to an anti-suicide charity, but we never saw the receipts. I'm getting to that, everybody. Big Love, don't you worry. Don't you worry. I got you covered. That's the thing I don't get about people who are donating to charity. If you are giving money, consider it gone. It's your goodwill. Who cares what the person actually spends it on? You're exactly right, Irony and Agony. You're exactly right, you know? You're exactly right. Big Love, Laura, nursing is a true calling. I believe he hasn't got it. He's just studying for the sake of it. Yeah, I could agree with that too. I'd be surprised if he actually became an RN. Big Love, I would be very surprised. Fancy. People donate sometimes to show what a good person they are. Ass pats all around. Yeah, that's a sad thing too. They want to show how nice they are when they're not, or, you know, yeah, I would agree. That's exactly what I was just saying before. It makes them seem like they aren't that bad for what they say about Amber, like all the sympathy when they found out Amber had cancer. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah, they had no problem, you know, laughing at her medical issues, or they laugh at her because she's simply doing a short walk across her backyard. You know, it's like, at her weight and her height, it's a miracle that she is as mobile as she is. But these people seem to think that she should be up and running a marathon all of a sudden. You know, it's nuts. You know, it's insanity. Yeah, yes. I'm the opposite with blood and gore. Work in healthcare, I love it. Yeah, exactly, Becca. You know, you like it. You want to do it. It's a calling. You know, it's calling. It's not it's not for everybody. I mean, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Becca. I really am, and we need to show better appreciation for our healthcare workers. Absolutely. Because not everybody can do it, you know, no matter how smart you are, you may be, or have the resources to go to school to train or study. It's not for everybody, you know. Becca Rue, you remind me of my best friend's aunt who was a trauma nurse. Becca Rue, my mom was a nurse, couldn't even watch Casualty. I didn't know how much nurses do until a few years ago. I respect them so much, and firefighters too. Absolutely, Big Love. Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's the thing. Now, yeah, on to Chuckles Gold, because I have a special segment just for her right now. What you were all waiting for. Yeah. Charlie Gold, Chuckles. She too did some videos. She talked about it. Even obsessed about it. And I don't remember which videos particularly. And in all honesty, I didn't dig through. After I watched John's peanut gallery when I woke up from my nap. I watched John's peanut stream after the fact. And then I took a look. And then I watched Citron Dream's video. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to do my live stream now while I'm still awake. So no, I didn't take the time to sift through Charlie's channel, but I do remember a community post saying that supposedly Norma had approached her, of all people, to do an interview on her channel. I thought that was weird. And I noticed that her fans, at the time, Chuckles Gold was making a lot of YouTube money and she still had fans and people still believed in her. But under the comment section underneath that that community post, many were of the agreement. No, why do you want to insert yourself into that drama? No, don't do it. Don't do it. She ended up not doing it. Whether it was because she listened to her comment section, whether she was just BSing and just trying to get some clout that way, I don't know. I got doppelgangers everywhere, LOL. Used to work in trauma wards. Casualty annoys me. Can't watch it either. Not factually accurate enough for me. Yeah, exactly. So so Chuckles did have her hand in that whole drama as well. But here's the thing. I think we'll provide a reminder. Chuckles Gold had her own GoFundMe that we all remember. And it wasn't even to pay for medical bills, for God's sake. It wasn't even to pay for cancer. No, it was to go to Hawaii to do some weird weight loss program. Leo the Lard over on their channel, they did a video more in detail about that. I forget the title of that video. But if you take a look at Leo the Lard's channel, they did covered that in a little more detail about the owner of this so-called weight loss facility in Hawaii that Chuckles wanted to go to. And I do remember seeing the screenshots floating around the twits. Chuckles was even bugging, celebrities like Ellen DeGeneres, for God's sake. Celebrities like Ellen DeGeneres to help raise funds for her GoFundMe to raise funds to go to Hawaii to lose weight. No, I mean, talk about shameless e-begging, obnoxious and shameless e-begging. Seriously. Yeah, exactly, Laura. I asked myself the same question. Can't lose weight in Florida? I asked myself the same question. Uber takeouts, GoFundMe. She is delusional. She is delusional. Yeah, exactly. Now, she ended up never going to Hawaii. She never explained where the money went. Except to say, I think she claimed that most of the donations came from family. I don't know. Correct me in the chat if I've got my information, because my short-term memory, as many who have followed me for a while on this channel know that my short-term memory is extremely faulty. And I have to work with notes. I have to work with notes as easy for me to say. I have to work with notes. Lies. She had no receipts. Exactly, Big Love. No, she had no receipts. And then even more egregious, once again with our friend Chuckles Gold. Okay, once again, even more egregious. And I covered that in a previous video I did. I will link that in the pinned comment below when I jump off the screen. As a reminder, Chuckles did a 6-hour live stream. Okay, I swear to God. There are international treaties, I'm sure, that took less time to negotiate than Chuckles Gold idiotic hater live stream, supposedly to raise funds for a mental health charity, which she did not announce before or during the fact what this charity was. And that brought a sour taste to me, because I know, and I've seen a lot of people, even before they do the stream, when they announce they're doing a charity stream, they announce what charity it's for and all of that, But she did not. And it only came after, like a week or two after that stream. But anyways, 6-hour live stream with Alan Roberts of Every Damn Day Fitness and Michael B. Petty. And I think there were a few others. Yeah, there were a few others that she did that 6-hour mammoth marathon live stream for charity, which was basically, 6 hours of slamming Amber Reid. kind of odd. You're slamming a mentally ill woman and you're supposedly working for a mental health charity. And toward the end of that live stream, while reacting to an Amber Reid video where she appeared to be like in complete despair over the hate she was getting, and she was talking about perhaps, quote unquote, ending it all. I can't really say the exact word. YouTube doesn't allow it. YouTube doesn't allow it, but I think many of you, please read. I think you catch what I mean. And then Charlie Gold screaming into the camera afterwards, "Oh, you better come back smaller and not the sodium-filled whale that you are." Yeah, a mental health charity would be thrilled to take that blood money, right? They would be thrilled to take that blood money if they knew. But anyways, only a week or two later, she announced in her community tab that it was going to an American anti-suicide charity. But here's the thing. We never saw any receipts. And it should be noted, I did write to this charity asking if there was such a donation. I have yet to hear from the charity to date. If or when I ever hear from them, I will most certainly let you guys know, but I have not heard from them one way or the other. Maybe I don't check my spam folder enough. It might have hit my spam. I don't know. But the point is, if or when I ever hear from this charity, I will definitely let you guys know. Back to Callie never showed receipts where the super chat donations went. She blocked anyone who asked. She's all about the receipts. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, I think it was her uncle. That's it, her uncle. Fancy, you're right. Yeah, it was mostly family too, Laura. Why didn't anyone in her family be like, hey, you can lose weight at home. Put the damn pizza down. I'll buy you a PT session instead. Absolutely right, Becca. Absolutely right. Callie never showed the. I already read that one. My answer to everything is eat more veggies. Well, as a vegan, I eat a fuck ton of veggies, Laura. As a vegan, I do eat a fuck ton of veggies. But that's me. That's just me. Becca, how true that is. Laura Lulu, it fills you up, Becca Roo. Hey, Yvonne, good to see you. Good morning, Yvonne. Becca Roo, true. I'm so happy Obese to Beast dissociated himself from her. I'm happy about that too, Big Love. You missed Yvonne. I leave these streams up so you'll be able to catch up. I've been on for 37 minutes now. The stream will be left up so you'll be able to catch up. For those guys coming in, if you haven't done so already, please give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, or a thumbs down if you don't. It's all engagement. And right now, I'm going to give an example. I'm going to touch about this whole glossing over the whole e-begging and how people vilify e-begging. And I'm going to start by showing the example. Time for the obnoxious e-begging portion of my show. Okay, if you wish to support the channel, I have Patreon where I put up more I upload there once a month, and it's usually more personalized content. There are also some reactions, but so for as little as $1 per month, you can have access to extra content. One-time donations, you can donate to PayPal as well. You can donate to PayPal as well. I also have a new merch line over at Teespring. I have something to suit taste. There will be more designs to come up, and in a few weeks, I am offering a discount, an end of summer discount on tank tops. So if you're looking to buy a tank top, you can hold off until then. Hang on. So that's another cool way to support the channel. Also, I have a Discord server. If you haven't already joined us on Discord, what are you waiting for? Come and join a group of awesome people. It's for 18 and up only. You will have to go through a verification step. As soon as you hit the link, you will be issued You will be issued a DM with a captcha you just press the captcha, prove you're not a robot, and you type in the instructions, you get verified. Yeah. So the link to the Discord server is coming up very shortly. It's there are rooms to suit all tastes. TV talk, memes, politics, cooking, show off your writing, show off your artwork, everything. So if you haven't joined our Discord server, please consider checking us out. So yeah, back to the e-begging. I just did my obnoxious e-begging portion of the show. Because I noticed in the clip that Citrine Green posted of Michael B. Petty, you shouldn't be e-begging. And it's like, Michael B. Petty, you never e-beg on your channel when you do a live stream. You never, ever e-beg. And I don't think I've ever seen Michael B. Petty turn off his super chats. I've never seen him turn off his super chats. So who the hell is he to talk about e-begging? You know what I mean? And here's the thing, okay? A lot of people, okay? I mean, I do YouTube because I love it. But, you know, I mean, you know, but I'm not, personally, this channel is not monetized yet. I hope to get it to 1,000 subscribers eventually. I hope. But, you know, I'm not monetized, and whatever money I raise, it goes back into my channel. It goes back into stuff for my channel. Okay. Like, cloud drives and stuff like that. Right. And my monthly StreamYard fees, you know. So, you know, but everybody does, you know, everybody with a YouTube platform, they have done at least once some form of e-begging or another, you know, and usually it's for a variety of different reasons. Charlie Gold sure did. So if Amber Reid posted a GoFundMe for Becky's mom, you know, seriously, I'm going to slag her for that. Hang on. Glad to catch this live and appreciating your contribution to the Yaba Peanut stream, Fedora. Thank you, Yvonne. I tried. Yeah. Hi, Steph. Good to see you. She didn't know what to do with them and wasn't expecting them. And everyone said donate them to a made charity, and in the end, she just agreed. Yeah, but we haven't seen those receipts, Steph. That's the thing. We haven't. Hey, I know I'm late, and I'm not sure if this has been mentioned. I don't think Charlie had any intention to donate when she started. It was her first big live stream, and she got a lot of super chats. No, she did announce it was for a charity. I have that in my notes here. The stream is still up on her channel. So it was dated August 31st. I don't remember the title, but it was dated August 31st, 2019, if that helps you any. Take a look. Yeah, she was planning to donate to a charity. She just didn't announce it, which I find problematic personally. But yeah, cancer GoFundMe versus Hawaii GoFundMe. Which is worse? Yeah, I can't figure that out either, Yvonne. I can't figure that out either. You know, just a color parrot. I'm not defending her. I'm not in her corner or whatever. I was in that stream. I remember it well. Okay, Steph. No problem. No problem. What did Whole 180 say? What did I miss? I got to figure out the verification on Discord. Whole 180, I think I sent you a DM. I don't know if you got it. I sent you a DM on Discord already with the verification steps. Yeah, we had to add a verification step because we had an issue with trolls. They came and bombarded the main chat glorifying drug use. Now, since half the members on my Discord server are recovering addicts who work hard, very hard daily to stay sober, to stay drug-free, to stay clean, including yours truly, I didn't think it was safe for them, for those, you know, for my longtime members who are recovering addicts, for those trolls. So we had to get rid of them. And plus there were, despite the fact that the servers were only those over 18, I think there was one incident where a minor, somebody under the age of 18, somehow managed to get in. So that's why we go through this extra verification step, to keep it a safe place for everybody, to keep it as drama-free as it humanly possibly can be, you know? Okay. Okay, Steph, so all the super chats were from her family too. How come she didn't defend herself the way you are saying it? Good question, Big Love. Good question. Fedora, thank you for letting me in the Discord. I'm not too active on Discord, but I may pop in here and there. You're free to post in all the rooms you want, Yvonne. And as often or not as often as you like. We're glad to have you on board. We're glad to have you on board, Yvonne. So anyways, yeah, back to that. Okay, back to what we were all discussing. The point is, you know, like I said, I wrote to the charity in question. I still have yet to hear from them, and one way or the other, and I will let you all know when and if I do. Okay? And now, back to the regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, oh yeah, I was talking about e-begging. Sorry. Sorry, I don't smoke enough. Yeah, so the e-begging, but you know, most of us YouTubers, we all do it every so often, e-begging, you know. So, yeah, some do it are more obnoxious than others. Like I said, I turn it into a little bit of fun. I call it the obnoxious e-begging portion. It's what we do. So I don't think anybody's any worse or better really on that front, and I don't think anybody has any room really, you know, to go on that. I know, just wondering why she didn't defend herself that way. No, it's okay, Steph. It's okay. It's okay, Steph. Habibi, I think Steph meant it was a shock to Charlie when she received so many super chats. Yeah. Okay. It's okay, Steph. So we covered that. But yeah. So like I said, in a few weeks, like I said, I hope by next week, because it was because so many of you requested it, I will be uploading a video talking about the Canadian healthcare system. And, you know, so maybe some will get a better understanding as to why there are so many American GoFundMes raising money for hospital bills, cancer treatment and stuff, and stuff like that. Okay, I get it. My English isn't best. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Steph. It's okay. Yeah, I know. I light a cigarette and I choke on it. I know. That's the story of my life. So, okay. Did I cover everything? Yeah. Now, as far as haydurnation and their videos, like crying out scam, John's Peanut Gallery in her live said that the video should be all taken down. I disagree, and I'll tell you why. Because I always believe sunshine is the best disinfectant. I always believe that. But I do think, and yeah, one is free to change their mind. Anybody is allowed to change their mind. It's called evolution. People evolve. The people change, just like John's Peanut Gallery did. And we should give them that chance. And, you know, it's a journey. But I think those videos should be demonetized. Okay, those videos they did, I really think they should be demonetized. I don't, you know, I don't think so. You know, I don't think they should continue to be monetized. And I think it's an exercise and an important lesson in easy for me to say, critical thinking. Do not go off half-baked, just based on one faceless and nameless moniker on Kiwi Farms, you know, and a bitter ex-spouse at that, who is looking for their own restitution. Now, there are people who ask, and I saw Alex is shook in Peanut's in the chat in Peanut's live stream. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind Alex is shook. I don't find him mean and nasty. So don't send any hate his way, please. Do not send any hate his way. But he did talk about how much money Amberlynn makes or made that time. I think it was the 100 videos in 100 days. And yeah, I would like to add on that score, A, it's Amber Lynn's money to do with as she sees fit. B, we don't really know what went on behind the scenes. She may well have helped out with hospital bills. We don't really know for certain. She may well have helped out. Maybe she didn't. And the other thing to remember, it looks like not only was she supporting Becky and the household, like paying all the bills, the rent, groceries, I believe she was largely supporting Eric and Ricky too. If you recall, Ricky, his job at the chicken slaughterhouse, oh God, as a vegan, that makes me cringe. Ugh. But anyways, it doesn't look like Ricky made all that much money, and Eric was not working. And from what I heard, Eric was not receiving any form of a government disability of any kind. So I think Amber Lynn was already supporting everybody in that household. And third of all, it really is her money to do with as she sees fit. We can express our opinions all we want, but at the end of the day, it's not for us to tell her how to spend her money. It really isn't. Hang on, let me go to the chat. My nan is French. That big love. I really need to learn. Okay. Defeats the point of Chuckle's channel, doesn't it? It does, Becca. It does. Ah, tu parles le français, big love. Ouais, avec, je parle le français. Le français en québécois. Yeah. Okay. LOL, I just scrolled back, stopped keeping receipts and weigh-ins. Whole 180. Defeats the point of Chuckle's channel, doesn't it? Absolutely, Becca. Wish Charlie would keep herself off her channel. I might resub that. My nan is French. I really need to learn. Allô, bonjour. Well, don't hold back now. I'm trying to like ZM. Zachary Michael, I think, yeah. But then every time Citrine Dream makes a video about him, I realize he is awful. Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah, I noticed that too. 3 languages, I only got 2. You win, big love. CK, can I ask where it is that she said the super chats were being donated? I can't timestamp it. It's a 6-hour live stream. That was a 6-hour live stream, Steph. So it would take me hours to go through it and timestamp it. But I could swear that I heard her mention it. I found the live stream and had it open in another tab. There isn't any written info from her. I think she did mention it though, Steph. Like I said, it would take me hours to go through a 6-hour live stream to timestamp it. Salut, whole 180. But Steph, I'll tell you this, okay? That's neither here nor there. The point was whether she mentioned it before, during her stream, or after her stream, Charlie, that is, whether she did or didn't, okay, mention it during or after. The point was she mentioned that she was going to do so. And it took her a week or two to come up with the charity, and she never provided the receipts or proof that that money went to the charity. And I think that's the point I'm trying to drive home right now. Okay, we never saw receipts. We don't know. We don't actually know. Did the money really go to that charity? And I think people who donated do have a right to know if it did or didn't. You know, it went to that charity. STFC, ma québécoise préférée. Ah, ben merci, merci. Je t'apprécie, je t'apprécie. No, I completely understand what your overall point is. Okay, thanks, Steph. Thanks, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Big love. I think you said you prefer Quebec French. No, she said I was her favorite Quebecer. She said I was her favorite Quebecer. Yvonne, I wish I spoke Spanish or Portuguese. I love Latin music. Yeah, so do I. And I know she didn't provide evidence of a donation. No, and that's the point I'm trying to drive home. If I did a poor job communicating that, I apologize, because sometimes I'm not the best communicator with my word loss and stuff like that, but that is all to do with my FTD. And but I do the best I can. But yeah, I apologize if I didn't communicate that clearly enough. Yeah, I apologize for that. So Yeah, I think I covered everything. Amberlynn's money, the GoFundMe, as an example that the U.S. needs a universal healthcare system. I think I covered e-begging. I think I covered. Is there anything I'm missing? I'm going to turn it over to you, to the chat right now. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to interact with the chat right now. And if there's anything I'm missing, or if you want to offer up something, please feel free to do so. This is your time. And meanwhile, MVP called out Shannon. Who's Shannon? Oh, Shannon Everett. I think you're referring to Shannon Everett. And she showed all the receipts regarding using her AdSense to help her local animal shelter. Wow. Big love, La Laura. La Laura. I said STFC is my favorite person for Quebec. Oh, thank you, Big love. Surely with a prior bad rep online, it would have been in Chuckle's favor to show a receipt so it didn't feed the opposition. Yeah, you're right, Beckaroo. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yvonne, Brazilian music is the best in the world. I will fit anyone on this. Okay, no problem. No problem. Thanks, Big Love. Latin close second IMHO. No, you're fine. I'm just mad. I just made the. Sorry. I just made the point I did because that's what was mentioned when I joined this stream, and I just want to mention, remember, being from that 6-hour stream. Okay, Steph, no problem. Yvonne, I make a lot of Latin dance costumes. Oh, wow, that's so cool, Big Love. No, my grandma on my mother's side was a very talented seamstress. Although what she made for me to make me wear, what she made me wear in public as a child was so embarrassing, it should have been outlawed. Okay? I will leave it at that. It should have been outlawed. It was so embarrassing. But yeah, she was a very talented seamstress. My mother, neither my mother nor I inherited that. I have issues with fine motor skills. I have trouble tying my own shoes or holding a pencil properly, let alone trying to handle sharp objects like needles, and thread. I never leave comments on CG stuff I did recently and ask, please provide proof of the suicide donation. And I think that's valid, Laura. I've been asking too. That's why I wrote the charity. It's just I haven't heard from them. That's why I wrote the charity to ask her about that. And one would think it should be public. The public has a right to ask that, with a charity that is registered. Even somebody from Canada, okay, maybe they're not writing me because I'm not American, because I'm in Canada. But still, I don't know. Like I said, I'll update you if I get one. Big love, yes, would love to see. Same with me in French, especially Spanish. Big love. Shannon Everett is Shaquana Jefferson. Oh, okay. Thanks, Steph. Yeah, right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Well, easy for me to say. Shows I'm getting tired again. Straight Talkin Fedora Chic. Hope you're drinking some water with all the talking you're doing. I've got coffee, which got cold. And I've got water, yes. Je suis une couturière. Excellent. Excellent. They use the argument that Shannon was a felon, so who would trust her? See, that's the thing, okay? This is why, I believe in giving second chances. And I think, yeah, even ex-felons deserve a second chance. And this is largely, I'm going off topic of this stream, so I'm not going to stray too far for too long. And this could be another discussion for another video for another time. But this is largely why there's a lot of recidivism with ex-convicts, because nobody's willing to give them a second chance. So they figure, okay, they think I'm always going to be this way. I might as well prove them right, But yeah, everybody deserves a second chance. People can evolve, People can evolve. People can change. John's Peanut Gallery proved that, I am a fashion designer. Oh, cool, Yvonne. That's cool. Dressmaker, stylist, is a designer. Do you know how to design hats? Because hats are my thing. Hats, as we all know, is my obsession. Anybody here who was a designer or seen, they do hats? Yeah, because I have this idea in my head, visioning a hat design, like a winter beanie. You guys call it a beanie. We call it a toque here in Canada. I swear to God, I have this design in my head for a toque or a beanie, as you call it. But I can't draw worth shit, and let alone sew. So if there's a designer, I'd love to get a talk and get together if they can do that kind of thing. I would love to. Yeah. Yeah, she does. Big time. Stylist. I haven't done millinery. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, let's get back to the topic at hand that we were discussing. Like I said, I'm only planning to be on for another 10 minutes. I'll be on for another 10 minutes. And this is where I'm turning it over to all of you. Is there anything I haven't covered in on this topic? Is there anything I haven't covered on this topic? Is there anything you want to express? If it comes to you only later after I jump off, please feel free to add that in the comments section below. Yeah, I was trying to understand Big Love's French. I wish I could make clothes. My grandma from the old country was a fierce seamstress. Cool, Yvonne. Cool. That's so cool. All right. So yeah. Is there anything I haven't covered? Anything I might have forgotten to mention? I said I'm working from my notes here. Let me take a sip of my water. Thanks for reminding me, Whole 180. Hang on, my computer's doing weird things right now. My computer is doing weird things. Oh, God. Why is my computer doing awfully weird things? Okay. Sorry, I have a really ancient computer, as most of you know, and it doesn't, like, it's 10 years old. It's a 10-year-old iMac. It doesn't always cooperate, as many of you know, so I ask for patience with that. Okay, here we go. They trusted Charlie despite her arrest and non-payment of fines and court fees. It's hypocritical to not give other a chance. Absolutely right, Whole 180. You're absolutely right. Everybody's so quick to believe the worst of someone like Amber Lynn, who, as far as I know, doesn't have a criminal background. As far as I know, her parents, I think, do. Her parents do, but she does not. But Charlie does. But they're quick, you know. Absolutely right. Michael was particularly vicious, curious what type of nurse he wants to be. I shudder to think, Laura, honestly. I think he would, I hate to think what his bedside manner would be, honestly. I would really hate to think. Have you ever seen a killer nurse on Netflix? No, can't say that I have, but I'm having trouble accessing my Netflix for over a week, so I've got to try it. I'm trying to find a way to get in touch with Netflix customer service, which has been proving a nightmare because right now I can't access it at all. MVP would be great on that. Whole 180, they are all hypocrites. You're absolutely right, Fancy. Absolutely right. I haven't yet, Big Love. Big Love haven't been. I was a women's wear designer. Now I make wedding cakes. That's cool, Fancy. That's cool, wedding cakes. Like I said, me with a piping bag would be a bad idea. I'd be worse than a Nikocado avocado mukbang. It would be much messier than a Nikocado mukbang if you leave me alone with a piping bag. It's a good show. That's so cool. Laura, he's like dumb young honey bun. They just vaguely talk about their medical expertise and knowledge, but will never actually graduate. Young Dumb Honey Bun reminds me of a she version of the Rewired Soul. Honestly, that's what she reminds me of. A she version of the Rewired Soul. The only thing I can give her over the Rewired Soul is that she has a bachelor's degree in psychology, and Rewired Soul has no university whatsoever. But no, it didn't stop him from passing dangerous misinformation. Now did it? No. And now he's pretty much irrelevant, which is a good thing. But yeah. I used to work with people with all types of disabilities, including severe mental illness. I doubt Mako can handle that. I doubt that too, Laura. I seriously doubt that too. Yes, irony and agony. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you. But like I said, I mean, if Michael B. Petty is going to get all over someone like Amber Lynn for e-begging, maybe he should put his money where his mouth is and turn off his super chat when he goes live, or, I don't know. I mean, I've never sat through an entire Michael B. Petty live stream. Does he push his merch? I don't know, often. Now that I do have merch, I'm going to be pushing that every so often as well. But it's normal. It's what we all do. It's what we all as content creators do, or at least most of us. Not everybody, but I'm going to speak generally and say most of us do. Yeah. Hang on, Steph. CK, did you ever read his book? Yeah, Steph, I didn't complete it, in all honesty, because it was giving me a headache after the first page. Maybe my dyslexic mind couldn't handle it. I don't know. But it was a lot of dribble and self-righteousness. I did a soap opera parody about that, Steph, a while back. A soap opera parody with my character, my beatnik character, Shiza Ucker, and her panda companion, Bath. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, we did talk about that. But no, I didn't read the whole thing because honestly, I was getting a headache. It was giving me a headache. If they had any proper understanding of medical psych knowledge, they would have a lot more compassion for FBALRAC, not heavily critical and mean towards them. You're absolutely right, Becca. Absolutely. Sorry to be mean. She's not certified, just saying. Who are you talking about? Young Dumb Honey Bun? No, she's not certified. I'm only the only thing I was pointing out that she had one thing over the rewired soul. That's all I was saying. No, she's not qualified. No, she's not qualified. I'm just saying she had one thing over the rewired soul when I was doing my comparison. That's it. That's all I was saying. Steph, I read some of it. Oh, dear, Yvonne, you treaded there too, did you? Oh, dear. Beckaroo drives me nuts. If they were clued in and had a few brain cells, they would understand the drivers to the girl's behavior and rise above some of it and see a very sad and dire situation for them both. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm a recovering drug addict, cocaine and amphetamine addict. I have been clean for 20 years. My 21st anniversary, if you will, is at the end of this month, actually. I was actually planning to do a live stream to kind of commemorate the occasion. But I would like to have some people, other recovering addicts on panel with me if they're inclined to do so. But I'll let you know. But yeah, you're right. Can you address the fact that they are all still active on Twitter? Yeah, Big Love. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I know DC Media Girl has said over and over again, leave Michael B. Petty alone. Leave him alone. And yeah, that's true. It's like, wait, no, he's fair game because his videos are still up. They're still being monetized. And he is still nasty on Twitter. He's still nasty on the twit. So, yeah, he's fair game. He's fair game. On program situation, I remember in her last video distinctly, she said that until she was better, she was not going to talk about other people. But she's doing just that on Twitter. She's doing just that. All she did was change the social media venue. That's all she did was change venue. She's talking smack about others. Just after her last video, she said she couldn't talk about other people when she was feeling the way that she was feeling. But she's doing just that. I pointed that out to her, and I ended up being called a Karen for my trouble. That's okay. I'm not bothered by being called a Karen. I can laugh at myself too. In fact, I even wrote a Karen song parody off of the Grease song, Look at Me, I'm Sandra D. And I actually sang it in a live stream in my worst singing voice possible. Oh, yeah, I did. It's on my channel page still. It's still posted if you're interested. I timestamped the song even. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Yeah. Charlie too. They are still, yeah, on Twitter. Kudos to you. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on. I'm going back. I'm falling behind in the chat. Sorry about that. I'm falling behind. LOL. I'm in it like, I'm so proud. My biggest achievement to be the only non-YouTuber to be dragged. It's an honor in a way, Steph. It's an honor in a way, you know. But it is a blood sport. It is a blood sport. Yeah. Hang on. Sorry. I need to buy a new mouse. Yes, Becca. I was once accused of stealing money by a woman. I was once accused of stealing money by a woman with paranoid schizophrenia. I kept my cool. And you have to do that, Laura. You know, that's something you have to do. There's no choice. I mean, arguing with somebody who appears to be in crisis mode, you can't really argue with them. You know, you can't, and you have to keep your cool somehow, and you have to figure out a way. You know, whole 180, big love, Charlie, MVP are absolutely vicious on Twitter, truly ugly. Yeah, that's true too. Becca, exactly, and Laura Lulu. It's insane these people justify what they mouth off at the camera using healthcare as an excuse when they really are just plain ignorant. This is true, Becca. I get you, Fedora. Thanks, Yvonne. They are sure toxic. It was a very special time for me. Congrats on your recovery, 20 years. Thank you, Yvonne. Much appreciated. Becca Rue, anyone with training wouldn't fight or insult anyone for having an episode. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Becca. Thank you. Straight Talkin Fedora Chic. Hang on. Sorry, my mouse is not working properly. So I'm falling behind. I'm falling behind on stuff. Okay, Yvonne Bird. I didn't see that. Is Kaya very pro Charlie? Kaya attacked Peanut, and I'm sorry I unsubbed in the Yaba live. Kaya. Who's Kaya? I don't remember Kaya. Yvonne, really, I'm so surprised I didn't see that. But she would be a good addition too. I'm just salty. I'm the fan from England who has a blog about BPD, really cryptic. Yes, Steph does have a blog, folks. She's not a YouTuber, but she does have a blog. Steph does have a blog, and she's a very good writer. So go check her out. Go check her blog out. Big love. Kaya isn't pro Charlie at all. Apparently my betrayal hurt them the most. I see. On program is the worst of them all, honestly. Well, she certainly is one of them, irony and agony. She certainly is. Steph, is really cryptic the name of your blog? I don't think so, is it? I don't even remember the title of her blog. I thought it was BPD Advocate. I thought that's what it was called. BPD Advocate. I don't know, Steph, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that's what it was called. Okay. Oh, I got the wrong impression. She is delusional on a level that's hard to believe is real. This is true, irony. I'm not going to argue that. No arguments here. No arguments here. Yeah, absolutely no arguments here. Sorry. Tinnitus again. Okay, tinnitus is fun. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Tinnitus is fun, yeah. 180, she said Peanut has no right to react about Chantal stuff, which was beyond the point because she doesn't watch all Chantal stuff. Oh, that's Angie Lee that said that, Yvonne. That was Angie Lee. I thought that was bizarre too when she said that. I mean, if I'm going to give a critique of a channel, and this is I've become a commentary channel over time. I've rebranded as a commentary channel. So when I do reactions or I do commentary, does that mean I have to watch somebody's entire channel catalog before I have a right to comment? No, I don't think so. I would have to watch the relevant video at hand. Yeah, the relevant video, maybe two. Look for corroborating stuff elsewhere online outside of Twitter and YouTube. Maybe even, yeah, especially if the receipt is questionable. Um, yeah, but do you have to watch an entire channel? No, I don't think so. I thought what Angie Lee said was ridiculous. I honestly thought it was ridiculous. That whole stream was ridiculous, in all honesty. I mean, it was Yaba's channel and Yaba's stream. Yeah, it looked like Sam took over the whole show. Sam took over the whole show, talking over everybody and stuff. Yeah. I got booted off. I got booted off. Didn't think I was being rude. I mean, I expressed disagreeing with them, but I thought I was polite about it. But anyways, their channel, their thing. Yeah, weight loss content is boring. Translation for I'm having a severe eating disorder relapse. Yeah. I'm not. Apparently, I'm one of the people that contributed to him being canceled. Are you talking about the Rewired Soul staff? You talking about Butte? Because if it's him that you're referring to, then you should be congratulated for that. Kaya said something that rubbed me the wrong way. Sorry if I'm remembering wrong what it was. Yeah. Whole 180. I mean, I watch Kaya, not CB. Oh, Carrie Berry weight loss. Yeah. Oh, Steph, he canceled himself. And he is a Karen. I thought I was a Karen. I wrote a Karen song. Yeah. I wrote a Karen parody. Got it. That Sam, she is so disrespectful. Yeah, but what are you going to do, right? And at the end of the day, me and the others on the panel, we really shouldn't have been there in the first place. Think about it. I mean, it was originally supposed to be just Yaba and Peanut talking, debating or discussing. At the end of the day, that's originally what it was supposed to be before it flew off the rails. So yeah, I was angry about being booted off because I think I was being polite. But that it is, but then I thought of it, it's her channel, she can do what she wants. And I really wasn't supposed to be on that panel to begin with. So yeah. You're a hippie, not a Karen. Yeah, Belinda calls me Woodstock. Belinda Carroll calls me Woodstock. Sam, I believe she's Yaba's partner. Sam was on the panel, though. I believe she's Yaba's life partner, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure of that. You need to check out Pramink's video on TRS. I saw that a long time ago. Pramink did a few videos on him. Very good videos. Yeah, definitely you should check them out. Pramink hasn't posted in a long, long time, though. But yeah. No, CK, you missed my comment before that. Oh, I'm sorry, Steph. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That isn't fair to you. Sam is a mod for Yaba and was on panel acting like she had big girl pants on. Okay. Okay, I probably missed. Yeah, sorry if I'm missing comments in the live chat. I apologize for that. Like I said, my mouse is not really working properly for me to scroll up or down as I need. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sam is a mod. So yeah, anyways. So I'm going to be on for another 5 minutes. So we have 5 minutes left to chat. In the meantime, I will once again do the obnoxious e-begging portion of the show. Once again, because we all know everybody loves that. Okay. If you wish to support the channel, you may do so. I have Patreon, where I post about once a month. It's more personal content, more story time. I do a few reactions. I do have a few reactions up there as well. So as for little as $1 per month, you could have access to extra content from yours truly. It's just to support the channel. Or a one-time donation. I have PayPal. And I also have a merch line, which I announced not that long ago. I have a merch line, so go check that out. I'm about to have the link. Yeah, Permink is the name of the channel, Yvonne. So yeah, this is my merch line. Let me see if the link works, because there's been issues with the link for whatever reason. Hang on. Uh, uh, um, okay. Hang on. I know this computer is very, very slow. Just be please. I ask for your patience. Okay. Okay. All right. For my merch, I'm having an end of season discount on tank tops in a few weeks, so you may want to watch that. Yeah. Oh, good night, Big Love. It was great having you on. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on. So there you go. And thank you for coming on. Frank LMIO also admitting he was threatening Prink's life at VidCon, or whatever the big YouTuber get together in California is. So there's a couple of them, Steph. VidCon is definitely one of them. Yeah. VidCon is definitely one of them. But there are a few of them they have in California every year. Thank you, Big Love, for stopping by. Okay. And also, yep. So anyways, those are the ways you can support the channel. All links are in the description box below. So that terminates the obnoxious e-begging portion of that show, the last one. Yes. Big Love. Yes, I will catch you soon. I will catch you soon. Okay. So, what do you, if you have any, hi, Sally. YouTube sucks with notifications, Sally. Don't feel too bad. But Sally, you know what? I leave all these streams up, so you'll be able to catch all of it from the beginning, okay? You'll be able to catch all of it from the beginning. Ah, my ears again. Sorry, I'm having a difficulty with my ears. It's that I get bad tinnitus, and it drives me insane. Yeah. But yeah, exactly. So yeah, don't worry. The stream is up. If you haven't done so already, please give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Let's see, what are we at? 15. Can we get it to 20? Can we get it to 20 likes? That would be awesome. Can we get it to likes? This is what I say. I said above. I don't think what I'm trying to say is getting caught across. I'm being sarcastic. TRS put me in his canceled book. Yeah, I remember. I didn't get that far in the book, but I did hear about it, Steph. I really did. I did hear about that. Yeah, I did hear about that, but I didn't get that far. Like I said, it gave me too much of a headache. I have bad tinnitus too, and hyperaccusations. Never heard of that. If you have a modern phone, try a good app called Resound. I'll look into that. I mean, I'm live streaming from the computer right now because until I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm not allowed to live stream from a phone. Otherwise, it might be fun to do live streams from a park, from a Montreal park somewhere. It might be fun. I'd love to do that, but I can't because until I get 1,000 subs, I'm only allowed to live stream from a computer, from this rickety old machine. Yeah. I think the blog is called, Steph, correct me if I'm wrong. I think the blog is called BPD Advocate. Correct, but please, my memory is terrible. Yeah. But she is a very good writer. Yeah, I recommend. She is a very good writer. If you can find it. She is a very good writer. It was actually a massive shock. I was reading it, and then suddenly I'm reading about what is clearly me, and then all the people like Jiffy, Jason, etc. already knew, and I actually did spiral for her. But I'm sorry to hear that his book. I'm sorry to hear that his dribble made you do that stuff. No, nobody deserves that kind of harm, actually. This is why the rewired soul is dangerous. And like I said, I think he's pretty much irrelevant now, and that's a good thing. That's only a good thing. Yvonne, I only read some of it. It was pure narc BS book. Yeah. Well, like I said, I didn't get through all of it. Becca Rue, that's awful. Sorry to hear. No pun intended. It's nasty. Hypercusis is where your brain translates sounds into pain and discomfort. Feels like I have pins in my ears. Oh, I'm so sorry you go through that, Becca. There is somebody on my Discord server who has a similar condition, actually. Yeah, there is somebody. He has a similar condition. I'm so sorry to hear that. My Twitter is BPD Advocate, and my blog link is on there. Okay. Thanks, Steph. Thanks, Steph, for putting that out there. Yeah, she's a very good writer. Okay. Great, thanks. I do have a good pun. I do have a good pun. Excuse me. Like I said, I don't smoke enough. Oh, boy. Yeah. Great, thanks. Okay, then. All right. Well, it looks like it's getting quiet now. It's getting quiet. Okay, so like I said, all links, if you wish to support my channel as well as my Discord server, are in the description box of this video, as well as my merch store. And also, if you wish to catch Peanut's video on this subject that we covered, as well as Citrine Dream, their links are in the pinned comment below if you wish to catch them. And what else? If you have any other comments, if I missed anything about the whole GoFundMe, everything, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm open to being corrected. I'm open to being corrected. And once again, from Straight Talkin Fedora Chic, we extend condolences to Becky's family and loved ones. Regarding the death of their mother, Norma, who finally succumbed to cancer. Okay, so thoughts are with them, with Becky and family at this time. Condolences. Bye, I'll talk later. Be well, be happy. Yes, I haven't put anything up this year, sadly. Pandemic, mental health, living alone isn't fun. Steph, I feel your pain. I live alone too, and it isn't, and I don't have help around here either. It's like, it's not fun. But I have so many articles on there that are still relevant. Oh yeah, it's evergreen content. Steph, yeah, Becky's mom passed away. Yeah, she passed away. Bye, everyone. Nice chatting and joining you. Yeah, great seeing you, Whole 180. I'll send you another message about how to verify yourself. Bye. Laura, thanks so much for modding for me this morning. I'm going to keep you on as my regular mod, if that's okay. I'm going to keep you on as my regular mod, if that's okay with you. Okay, because I need new mods desperately anyway. So yeah, like I said, we extend thoughts for those who do pray. I'm an agnostic, so I don't really pray. But for those who do pray, by all means, please do so. And thoughts are with Becky and family at this time for the loss of their mom, Norma. And I think, yeah. And with that, please take care of yourselves and each other. Always remember, people do deserve second chances. And kindness, a little kindness can go a long way. As Peanut said from John's Peanut Gallery says, it is cool to be nice. It is cool to be kind. Always remember that. And I will catch you all in the next one. Like I said, I was supposed to be on a break for a week, a much needed break, but I did say I would come on if I felt to talk, and I did. So let's see. I will catch you all in the next one, whenever that will be, but in a week, definitely a week at the latest. Okay? Catch you all later. Happy Sunday. Or happy Monday, depending what part of the world you're in. Bye for now. Okay, thanks, Whole 180. I will consider it. Thank you.